So we can build complex conditional statements using logical operators and, or, and not. So let me explain how this works. Suppose you ask the user to enter their lucky number, and we are going to say that a lucky number is 7 or 9. So we can test to see if the number is 7 or 9, and then if it is, we'll print a message, and if it's not, we'll print a different message. So to do that, I can build a complex conditional statement like this. I can say, if the user num is equal to 7, or the user num is equal to 9, then I can print that is a lucky number. Whoops. Else, I'll print that is not a lucky number. Okay, and then let me just clean up my spacing here, and when I run my program, you can see if I enter 8, it's going to print that is not a lucky number because it's not 7 or it's not 9. So if I enter 9, it's going to say that is a lucky number. And if I enter 7, it'll say that is a lucky number. So it will only print that is a lucky number if the user number is equal to 7 or the user number is equal to 9. So that's how complex conditional statements work. And you can use and if both things need to be true. So I can change this, and I'll just say another num, and I'll just set that to 8. And I can say if the user num is equal to 7 and another num is equal to 8, then print that is a lucky number. So they have to enter 7 and the other number has to be 8. This isn't really a practical application, but if I run this, you can see that when I enter 7, it prints that is a lucky number, and when I print in 8 or I type in 8, it'll say that is not a lucky number because user num was 8 and another num is still 8, but both of these things have to be true in order for the whole statement to be true. And these things on each side of the logical operator are called operands. And that's spelled operands, like that, operands. And so each operand has to be something that's either true or false. So I can actually say true and false, and whatever I type in, and that is incorrect spelling, true and false. So this doesn't really even matter. I can delete all of that, and I can just say I'll change this to the condition was true, the condition was false. So when I run that, it's going to print false because true and false make a false because they both have to be true, right, in order for the entire condition to be true. If I did true and true, that will print the condition is true because they both have to be true. If I do false and false, the condition is false because they both have to be true and true. But if I do an or and I turn one of these into a true, only one has to be true for the whole thing to be true. And then there's the not operator. So the not operator works like this. So I can say not true, and it'll do the opposite. So not true evaluates to false. So this is going to be false, and then this will execute. The condition was false, and then not false is true. So the true. Now, one thing I do want to mention, sometimes students will do something like this. They want to test if, like let's say we want to test if num is 8, 9, or 10. A lot of students might say if num is equal to 8 or 9 or 10. Okay, this is not correct syntax because, like I said earlier, each operand has to be something that evaluates to true or false. This would evaluate to true or false, but this is just the number 9, and this is just the number 10. So in order to test if num is equal to 8 or 9 or 10, I have to explicitly write that out. If num is equal to 8 or num is equal to 9 or num is equal to 10.